Hey, this is Donna, the Transdimensional Twin Flame and the Afterlife Artist. So I'm here just with an update about the coins that I stuck to the wall using psychokinesis for the first time in my life on July 17th. Now, a lot of my friends actually did this on the same day. Like, we watched a friend of ours, Chris Bledsoe, do it on a video. And of course, it makes you happy to see that. But we've all seen this done before, so that's not exactly big news. But then it made me and a friend of mine start talking about how we want to do it, and my friend Heather just went and did it. She had never done it before, and I had never done it before. I hadn't tried that many times, but once you try to stick something to the wall and it just doesn't work because it never has worked, then you're just like, well, I guess I don't know the trick, right? So on the 17th of July, when I saw Heather do it, I was like, man, I want to do it too. But instead, I went about my day and I got some new crystals that were very high vibrational. I was very excited in anticipation of these crystals because they're rare and they are said to connect you with other worlds and your extraterrestrial friends. And you know I'm all about that. So I wanted to see if the hype about these crystals was legit. And it was. When I ordered them before they even came here, like after I paid, I had this deep connection and meditation with them where they came to me, each of them. They're carved into different shapes. They're carved like extraterrestrial beings. They're kind of artistic and let me just show you. You could use them as a cabochon for a necklace, which I probably will, but I also just like to use them as palm stones. This is just one of them. They're all carved in these sort of abstract shapes that kind of denote a being's face, right? So they all came to me in a meditation, like visually and energetically and like audibly, and told me how they were going to connect with me and help work with me before they even arrived. So on the 17th, they had just arrived, and I go, after I've seen my friends, stick objects to the wall with psychokinesis, which I had never done, I meditated with these crystals and realized they were making me channel. A lot of things make me channel. Music makes me channel. Certain crystals make me channel. One time, my twin flame in spirit actually sends me songs embedded with light code energy to help me channel, to raise my vibration, right? Or for anything that I need. And it's easy to feel when he's doing that. So sometimes I'll be thinking about music that he sent me and start channeling. And I'm not even listening to the music. I'm just thinking about it, right? So I'm pretty easy when it comes to getting into an altered state, into gamma brainwave state. So I realized these crystals got me there really easily, and I'm feeling great. Which, makes sense because these are called Euphoria light crystals. So when I realized I was feeling really great, I decided to see if I could stick a coin to the wall. I thought, well, if I'm going to be able to do it, it'd be right now, like maybe this energy is just going to make it work. And it did. So it's a combination, as everything is in this reality, of my belief that it would work. I mean, it's not like I thought about it for a long time and decided it would work and asked, I didn't go through any kind of like scenarios where I was thinking about it too much. I just got up and tried it. I just instantly had the urge to go see because this energy that was channeling through me was intense, right? I'm used to intense energy. I do this all the time. I am an interdimensional or, transdimensional human, and I'm connected to my twin flame in spirit 24/7. I am connected to God the same way. I'm connected to my guides and the higher dimensions and my extraterrestrial friends. So I have all these higher connections, and I am very familiar with high vibrational frequencies, which I channel through myself for the benefit of everyone. That's what I do. I send these frequencies to everyone. I send healing for everyone. And anytime somebody needs specific healing for something, I send that. The goddess and I have been doing that my whole life. She showed me that I had been doing that when I was little, and I was praying for everybody, and I would start to see the sacred geometric glowing rainbow shapes flying towards me in my clairvoyance as a child. And she said, you know, the reason that was working is because you were being a pure soul on your soul's mission to heal people. And so when you get these frequencies, your job is to send them to everybody and to ask for healing, you know, and good things for literally everybody on this planet, which I do all the time. So I'm used to this kind of energy, but it had never occurred to me to try to use psychokinesis at the same time that I'm getting the energy. So these crystals just sort of opened something up in my brain. I'm not saying they're responsible for psychokinesis. Everybody can do this. It had nothing to do with these crystals. It's just that they activated this energy flow, and I also had the psychokinesis thing in my head because I had just seen my friends do it. And putting them two together, I decided to try it. So this is somewhat about energy and being able to channel and being an energetic master and being able to channel very high vibrational energy. But also it's about belief, because I thought this is a better time to try it. Well, if you think that and you really think it and you don't talk yourself out of it with your egoic mind, you're going to be right. So today, it is, let's see, July 19th, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, and this timer I set for these crystals to see how long they would, not crystals, the coins that I stuck to the wall on the 17th. I just checked and I forgot what it said. That my timer has been going for over 45 hours, and the 3 original coins are still up. I also stuck some stuff up yesterday, some crystals, and like this sort of zip tie thing that you would put on a bag of coffee. It was just laying around, so I stuck it. And all those things might last for like up to 15 minutes, but none of them have stayed longer term the way these 3 original coins did. And I'm going to theorize that it's because I was channeling that intense energy when I started. Over here, I'm going to show you. Over here is my original penny that I stuck. Now, when I stuck it, I went ahead and stuck like a dozen more all along under this painting. And I got pictures of all of them together. They all stayed up long enough for me to get pictures. But then eventually all the ones down here fell off, and this one remains. This was the first one, right? This was the one where the energy was going right into it. The energy that I was just talking about. So eventually, you know, I put the most energy into that one, and then somebody called me on the phone, and all the rest of these that I put down here, I was on the phone talking to somebody because I didn't want to hang up on them. I was just playing around. And so it still worked, even though I was distracted on the phone. But they didn't stay up long term. Okay? So then I put some over here. And I ended up putting like 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Some of them would fall off before I could get a picture, but they did still stick. So I don't know how many total that I did that day. I'm going to say like 25 at least. But this one stayed. For 2 days so far. Why that one stayed, I don't really know. I think it's the first one that I put on this door. But the other ones had fallen off. I stuck a few over here at night. They all stuck. But eventually, not long after, they fell off. And then yesterday, I stuck some crystals here and some more coins, and I got videos of that. I've already posted those if you hadn't seen. And then I put the zip tie over here. I tried to put him back up later, but he didn't want to go. He's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to do that anymore. And then I've got one more original coin from that first day. And it's the only one in the bedroom, and it's this one. So I'm going to keep documenting every day until these come off. how long they've stayed up. And you can see they're in the exact same position. You'll be seeing, if you look at these videos, if you actually, care enough to analyze it, these have not been moved. They will not be moved. I want them to stay up as long as possible. There's one of my paintings. I want to stick paintings to the wall. Like, if I didn't have to use nails anymore, that would be amazing. That's one of my goals. So, I have a little bowl of some things to stick. Like a bracelet and a little wooden sphere stand and the crystals from yesterday. This is the one that stayed up for 15 minutes. This one stayed up too. This was the first one, but it didn't stay up very long. I'm just going to see if I can do this. I'm not channeling the same level of energy as I was the other day. Maybe that's a bad thing to say, but this is how I feel. I mean, that's legit how I feel. So I'm just going to see if this works. I think it'll always work for coins. I just feel confident about coins. But it's the other objects I'm not sure about. So, like, it's like coins have an agreement with us. Like, okay, we'll stick for a while. See? They don't stick for very long right now. They're definitely not sticking for 2 days straight right now. Now, sometimes when I do this, I'll push pretty hard on them because you feel like you're trying to really make them stick. You know, you push and you push. But honestly, I don't think it's about force because I barely touched that one. Like, let me try this one. I'm not pressing. It shouldn't have stayed up at all, even if it falls down within 1 or 2 seconds. Hello, gravity. Like, since when have coins stuck to the wall for any length of time? You know? So here's this little wooden thing. Let's see if this thing will stick. Alright. I don't feel that it'll be up that long, but it did stick. There you go. Seems like when I put another one on, it disturbs the wall and knocks down the first one. I'm going to try a tea bag. These don't weigh much. I saw some of my friends were sticking utensils, like forks and spoons, to the wall. So I thought, what? If they can do that, I should be able to do a tea bag, right? Nope. See, what's up with that? How come certain things will work and certain things don't? Because the wall, it's not sticky. There's nothing sticky here at all. Now, I don't know if this crystal wants to stay. It stayed yesterday for just a few minutes. But let me see if it'll stay today. Now this one doesn't want to stay. This little rose quartz in my hand stayed for 15 minutes yesterday. Today it doesn't want to stay. And I also believe, crystals are alive. They do have a consciousness. They can talk to you. I channel them regularly. They are a technology and a life form. They can store energy and they can deliver messages from that energy. They can release energy and messages. They can be encoded. Okay, this is the last one I'm going to do today. So, as you can see, the original coins, the 3 that are still up 48 hours later, I did those when my energy was intense. I was intensely channeling. I do think that matters because as far as I know, none of the people who stuck items up on the 17th like I did, I don't know that any of their items are still up. They might be, I don't know. But for the most part, they fall off within a few minutes. But there is something different about these 3 things that I have had stuck for 48 hours and counting. So I'm going to assume that this is mostly about belief, but there's a level of it where if you are a real energy channel, there's extra power behind that. And those 3 coins that I originally did when the energy was the strongest are the ones that really stuck. So I'm just going to keep documenting this. Every day I'm going to show the ones that are still up, and I'm going to see how it is to try new things. Oh, I had something else to try. Where is it? Oh, yeah. I'm going to try one more thing. This is not very heavy. Oops. Bye, Crystal. Oh, no. Dime. I wanted to see if this would stick. Nope. So there's some limits still for me. I don't know why. All right. Thanks for watching me stick stuff to the wall.